Now, this is something that I agree with some of these, but not with those. I'm just going to go through them quickly because these are huge movies, a lot of them. And it's the group that did it is called ScreenRant.com.
Screen Rant.
And they say these are the 12 most overrated movies of all time. And people really don't like them, but pretend to like them.
So that's an interesting little add-on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to the survey.
Yeah.
I mean, have you pretended to like a movie that you don't to get cred?
Yeah.
Kelly has.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, who am I asking?
Yeah. I mean, The Usual Suspects. Because I don't know the
Oh, my God.
Well, I fell asleep before the ending. And
What an ending.
And everybody says the ending's so great. And I always say, oh, my God, yes. I didn't see it coming. I had no idea. But I still don't know. I don't know what happened.
That hurts.
You know, but so I pretend that I love it. I fell asleep twice trying to watch that movie. And I just, you know.
So Kaiser Soze, you don't know.
I know.
You don't know the secret.
I don't. Everybody says Kaiser Soze. I'm like, what?
Oh, Kaiser.
I mean, you know, I just don't know.
But are they? I'm trying to figure out the name of the study again. It's the 12 most
Overrated movies.
Overrated. But is the movie overrated, or people just don't like it?
No, the movies are huge hits.
Yeah.
Huge hits. And you know what BB Shea, and by the way, I'm going to podcast the heck out of this stuff.
I wish you would.
Yeah, you should.
BB Shea on our podcast, The Square and the Round, he has started something called Overrated, Underrated, and he'll give me a topic and say overrated or underrated.
New episode drops today.
New episode dropping like as we speak.
Yeah.
You know, I'll talk to that hog up in that meeting later and say, hey man, what's going on?
How are our numbers?
How are our numbers?
You put that fork down and go look.
Yeah, that kind of thing. I mean, sometimes these people can't even speak.
Let it go.
They can't
Let it
even
go.
talk.
We're talking about the meeting again.
That's right.
We're talking about movies.
Speaking of which, that's one of them. Most overrated. People pretend to love it. It's really not that good. I disagree with that. I think it's great.
Yeah, I've seen it. I thought it was a great Disney movie.
You did.
I think people are tired. Parents, I'm sure, are tired of it.
Yeah, maybe that's
Once
why.
you hear "Let It Go" for the 100th time.
I've never gotten tired of it, and I love it.
I can't comment. I've not seen the
I've
film.
not seen it either.
I disagree with that.
The song is fantastic.
Yeah, and I don't think it's overrated. I think one of the reasons it became such a hit is because it was so out of nowhere. You know, people went to it and are like, wow, this is better than I thought it was going to be.
And for the record, Kristen Bell does her own singing.
She does. We know that.
I have learned my lesson.
We
the
know
hard
that
way.
for a fact. I'll tell you one thing, Dave. You're not going to like this one now.
Go. What?
Yeah, that's right. Jaws. They say Jaws is overrated.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
And people just pretend to like it. I'll tell you this. I'll run it through this test. I showed it to my son and my daughter, and they were bored by it. They both said, this is boring.
That's what I was going to say. I bet younger people would say it's boring. You don't see the shark for an hour.
Right. And rarely at all.
Yeah. And I think most people, younger people, would say, I don't have time for this.
It's I think the more you watch it, and maybe the older you get,
I think that's it.
it's
too.
it's the human story.
Yeah.
It's the main three characters.
And the allure of the music and not seeing the shark.
I agree. I think it's wonderful.
I love it. Yeah.
Too. But my kids think this is boring as it gets.
And the characters.
It's phenomenal.
Quint.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the three guys in the boat. I mean, it's
Great.
cinema magic.
Oh my God.
Great. It's great. Now here's one. I like it. And I've seen it again recently and liked it then, but a lot of it I find boring. It's a little thick, and I don't understand a lot of it. It's Chinatown.
Forget it, Jake. It's Chinatown.
It's Chinatown. And that's older, and it's with Jack Nicholson. And it's got an incredible twist
Big twist.
that you really don't see coming.
You don't.
Oh, my God.
I've never seen it. I've always wanted to, but I've never seen it.
It's got a twist that people don't talk about, and it's like, my God, that's unbelievable.
Now I want to watch it.
It's brilliantly shot. The acting is superb.
It is, but it takes a long time to get to the twist.
It's not in a rush.
That's why.
Early 70s.
72,
Chinatown?
71.
I was going to say 75 maybe, but I don't know.
Well, that's serious. I've got it. 74.
Okay.
Chinatown. So have you seen it?
No, I've never seen it. I've had every opportunity to see it too. It used to be on paid cable.
Nicholson is very, very good.
I think people do pretend just to like it
It's
because
a long movie.
Yeah,
it's long. Yeah, it seems long. And I think people do pretend to like it because it's up there in that echelon of, it's so great, you know. I can't
I don't pretend. I do.
You
like
do
it.
like it. I like it, but I don't love it. I think it's overrated.
Would you pretend in a party?
Yes. Have
Okay.
pretended.
So then
Have-
there's your test.
Have pretended.
Pretend will pretend.
Okay, that's right.
My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
All right, come on at me. Come at me. Come at me.
I think it's a perfect movie.
That's good. Okay, all right, you're right. You're right. I was ready.
Oh my God,
I was ready.
I didn't like it when I saw it. I mean, I thought it was okay. It was entertaining.
Hold me back.
But it's corny.
Somebody hold me back.
It's cornball.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
It's heartwarming.
But I've always said that.
It's wonderful. You've said that. You don't like it. It's terrific. It's everything it should be.
I've really seen it full once,
You know,
and then catch pieces here and there. But there are just parts in that movie that are just they're just unnecessary. It seems like
Biggie's right. It's perfection.
It's about a man's life.
It's
and look, we've all chased a whore.
we haven't all run across the country growing a beard
Twice.
Yeah, twice.
We've all been brokenhearted by some woman who
That's
just
my dream is to run across the country and grow a beard twice.
That's your dream?
Yes.
Do it.
I'm going to run across the country and grow a beard as soon as I retire. That's what I'm going to do.
it's an point. It's about growing up from boy to man.
Yes. And
chasing some woman who victimized you and continuously breaks your heart.
right.
And part of it's okay. It's entertaining, but it's
Yeah.
I thought it was corny. There's some good characters in it.
Yeah,
Lieutenant Dan is good.
Lieutenant Dan's good.
Hanks is wonderful, and Mama.
Every character's great.
I'm dying
Except
for
one.
it.
Oh, I'm dying for Mama. No, I'm dying.
Well, the relationship between him and Bubba's pretty good. They were good
Bubba
friends.
Gump.
He's
Yeah.
his best good friend.
It's believable.
So good.
When they're kids and he gets on the bus and
can't
Jenny,
sit here.
Yeah, taken.
Can't sit here.
That's good.
So there are parts.
Jenny.
The
Sally
worst thing
Field's always good.
worst thing he ever did was sit next to her.
Biggie can speak to it.
You sit here if you want.
Well, yeah, we all have that one fateful choice.
Can't shake him. Whole lifetime.
I'll tell you what, I disagree with this one.
Wait. Was she a great big fat person?
That's The Silence of the
A
Lambs.
census taker once tried to test me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
I think it's quietly brilliant. I love it. I don't find it overrated. Do you all?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You do.
a little bit.
Always.
What? Biggie?
I just what do y'all
What do you
watch?
come at? What is wrong with y'all?
I think the
What do y'all
performances are
enjoy?
really good.
The story is too
The
convoluted.
story's a little
What?
here and there.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love it. I love
Yeah.
it.
I mean, they're interesting characters.
They are.
I just don't. The whole doesn't equal the parts.
Biggie.
I love the movie.
You do. I cannot speak
I
any
can't get
higher
with
of
these
it.
two.
I mean, they're iconic scenes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Here's Johnny.
I think it's a little overrated. The Shining. I do.
The Shining.
I do think it's overrated. There are parts that are really iconic, but
I haven't watched it as an adult. I think I've watched it when I was younger.
well, it's
when
better
I
as
was
an adult.
18.
It's
Yeah.
better as an adult.
But it's one of those movies. I will say this. That's Kubrick, right?
Yep.
I mean, every frame of film is filled with menace, even when it's quote unquote normal.
Yeah, I agreed.
I mean, you know,
Yeah.
That's a good
you
point.
know something horrible is going
It's
to happen.
uncomfortable even
Yeah.
when they're just sitting and chatting.
Yeah.
That's true.
I think
That's
it's-
remarkable.
That's good.
I love it. I still love it.
It is good.
I do appreciate it more now that I'm older, because I definitely at a point where I would take a job in the middle of nowhere
Yeah.
for okay money and then go insane
Slowly crazy.
and stay with the ghost. Yeah. Honestly,
Even
if a
have
pack-
sex with that old thing in the bathtub.
Yeah,
that's fine.
yeah. If a pack of ghosts came to me now, I was like, join us. I think the older you get, the more you're like, all right.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Oh, there's a maze out back.
Yeah.
Cool.
Every man has his breaking point.
Yeah.
Oh, he's had
Yeah.
absolutely right.
Now, Scatman Crothers' part, I don't know. It never added up to me.
Well, he's in the book. I mean, he
Yeah, I know.
had to be, and
But they don't really explain Shine to me
well
to
enough.
my satisfaction.
Not well
That's
enough.
true.
And the ending, if some people have said the ending is unclear,
I agree with you.
when they zoom in on the paint or the photo.
How can you make any sense out of
Yeah.
that? I recently saw it and called my friend Coop and said,
Cinephile.
yes. And I said, can you explain? He goes, I really can't explain that. I mean, it's almost impossible to explain. We should be talking about this in October. But that one, because at the end they zoom in and there's a young Jack Nicholson from a painting or a picture from 60 years before, and it doesn't make any sense,
Yeah.
I don't understand that. The book is very different than the movie. Remember, Stephen King didn't like how
Right.
Kubrick did it.
Right.
And they explain Shine way more in the book, but they just barely don't touch on it enough in the movie. I would say it's good. I think it's overrated, though. I do agree with that. Here's the last one.
First rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club.
Now, I think
Fight
it's
Club.
I think it's overrated. I saw it only once, and I love that there's a twist at the end of that one that's really good. I think it's good, but I think it's overrated. I would say. Do you agree? You'd like it.
I do, but I've always had a problem with the ending. I thought that they copped out. I
Yeah.
thought that the premise was better than
Yeah, how it
the final
flipped.
statement.
Yeah.
Because the ending is
I mean, the premise was we're owned by the things that we covet and buy own us,
yeah.
which is an interesting topic.
Yeah.
But I didn't love the ending.
No, I agree with that. It's one of those where I have wanted to like it, and I've watched it, I think, 3 times now.
Yeah.
And every time I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah.
it's just
Norton's
not.
great.
Yep.
Pitt
He
is
is.
great.
He is. Agreed. Brad Pitt, fantastic.
I mean, Norton is a remarkable
great
talent.
actor.
He
Great
really is.
actor. The other one was there is one more that I agree with is Return of the Jedi.
Return.
It's the
Number 2 in the sequel.
well, three
Three of the originals.
of the
Oh,
originals.
Return. The Ewoks.
Yeah, not Empire Strikes Back, but Return. I think it's the weakest of the first 3, and I think it is overrated.
I think it wrapped up things pretty nicely at the end, though.
It
The
did.
ending
I
was
agree.
good. I mean,
Yeah.
you see the people there, the
Yeah.
visions of the people that are
Is it
there.
where all the dead people are waving?
Yep.
It might be a little corny, but it wraps it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then they came back and did
Well,
more.
I can't explain that part. Those I've not seen.
40 years later.
You can't
they
hold
come-
that against them.
No, you're right. They didn't know that was happening. They had disembodied ghost faces waving at the end.
Hey,
Yeah.
Uncle Darth.
And they're partying with
Yeah.
the Ewoks.
You know, one of my favorite memes I've ever seen is and you have to have seen the prequels to understand this joke, but you know, Darth Vader does some horrible things in the prequels to some young Jedi children.
He does. Yeah.
And so there's a meme of young Jedi children as ghosts looking at those ghosts waving, like welcoming Darth Vader in, and they're like, "What the hell?
Yeah, why would you? Why would you welcome
What is he
this?
doing here?
Yeah.
This
Do you
has
know what he
something-
did to us?
This guy?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
These
He,
murdered Jedi children are like, why are we welcoming him here?
that was a tough one to see in that
Yeah, people often
prequel.
forget that's a really dark.
He
dark
murders the
scene.
kids. He murders
Yeah.
Jedi children. I mean, in
And
part.
then later they're like, come on in.
But I think that shows what an evil thing he is.
Yeah.
But of course you cheer for him, because you like
Yeah.
him. He's a cool bad guy. That's it. Those are the most overrated movies that people pretend to love. Oh, and Avatar, which I know. I know
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the
seen
no, I
but
don't
Biggie has.
pretend to like that.
And he agrees.
What's the biggest moneymaker on there? The
Avatar.
Frozen?
Avatar. Yeah.
Never seen it.
I haven't either. Avatar, probably.
Jaws, Star Wars. I mean, those are
Those are all
monsters.
huge.
They're all-
Those
yeah.
are all huge.
I
So-
mean, by the numbers, it's Avatar.
but Frozen is probably
Frozen's
Frozen.
got to be up there.
And Frozen and Star Wars, the Return of the Jedi, and Jaws are all right
I
there.
bet Lambs is up there.
Yeah, probably is. Those are all big. Those are big, big movies. Okay, that's it for the movies that people say are overrated and that they only like because they're sort of supposed to like them.